You hit the record button, Carl. That's all you gotta do by that and let her just go. Just be yourself and hey, if someone doesn't like what you're saying, then have a discussion with them and try and figure out what it is you're saying that's bad. I don't know what's going on in this world. I am truly lost in it. You are right there, Uncle Will. I am lost in this world. I can't comprehend this. Like, just take this question for what it is. All of the shit, all the chosen shit, all the bullshit, everything, take it, toss it to the side, including God, everything, just everything. Okay. This is my understanding and how we should deal with things as human beings. No craziness, no nothing, just as human beings. So if I see something that's wrong, not only do I see it, why do I see it? It's because they're telling me they're doing it. Like the WEF, for instance, when they say that they penetrated young global leaders like Justin Trudeau and Macaroni had, I should probably believe them. Then I should look into, well, what is this organization really about? Well, then you see that, well, your deputy prime minister is one of the heads of it. So that should really get you to question, like, what's going on. And then you watch their videos and stuff and you see their main agenda. I'll sum it up for you guys. It's their slogan, so you should know it. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Now, when you also look into it, you also might come to the understanding that some of these fine, outstanding individuals who are part of this doohickey might have been the ones on Epstein Island. You gotta ask yourself, hey, why is there an entity that I never voted for? I really particularly don't want them hanging out with my government officials, let alone giving them money. Anyways, I'm trying to sum this up. If you see all this shit coming on and you see what's going on, what's trying to do to the children, you should try and fucking stop it. Now, little me's come to the conclusion that, well, there is that problem that I see and he acknowledges it and he chooses not to do anything. Does that make him a coward or does that make me the coward? I don't know. Let me know where I'm wrong on this. Let me know where we shouldn't be standing up if we don't see a if we see a problem. Should we not be standing up? And are you supposed to think that those who won't stand up and even say, "Hey, we should try and protect our children," I'm not supposed to think that that's stupidity and it's ignorance. Fuck, man. I don't know. Like that, he says you're the man, little me. He would go the coward's way. Fuck, these videos are hard to do. But I guess I gotta do it. You guys can start letting me know where I'm wrong. Because Uncle Will, but I don't know what's wrong with your dingling there, but brain, not your others. Like if I catch on to this stuff, God's catching on to it. But you want to paint this picture because you got this video of me of showing psychopaths to chop people's heads off or something. I didn't watch or listen or any of that. I just I think God told me to scroll to this line. It's weird. But anyways, so you wanna play this psychopathic thing, and then you wanna bring tie me into it somehow. Now, really, Uncle Will, I think because you blocked me and you don't wanna have the conversation, if you come in here and you watch this, or maybe anybody can explain for Uncle Will, like, what do I do that's psychopathic? Is it psychopathic for, to think that we should all want the truth? I'm not trying to put my truth off on anybody. I'm just saying, "Hey, what if it is true?" You know what I mean? Are the kids worth saving? But anyway, I'm gonna do a little, I I haven't really listened yet, but Uncle Will has some things to say about me last night, apparently. But he doesn't wanna talk to me, or he doesn't wanna answer any of my questions, and that's what little narcissists do. Says we're dealing with this nut right here, it's stuck. Says, "I think I'm the chosen one." He also knows that when I say I'm the chosen one, I'm my chosen one. I choose myself over anything else in order to help you, Uncle Will. I have to believe in myself just as much as I believe in Christ. If I think you're wrong and you won't give me the answers where I am, that makes you wrong, bud. That makes you not wanting to face your fears. What is your fear about just having a conversation with somebody? Hey, bud, it's time. It's time. It's time for you to all wake up, Drew. I'm doing whatever I can. Maybe Upchurch does have half a brain in his head and he listens sometime. Figures out he's not the person that he says he is. Hey, Drew, I don't know if you know this or not. I'm not the idiot in this situation. These people are. Hey, I said throughout the whole thing, Upchurch is not my chosen one. He's not your chosen one. I think he's a chosen one. I have reasons to believe that. Nobody wanted to listen to me. When in fact, Ryan himself was telling us he was a chosen one. You don't get that, do you? When do we not hold people at their fucking word? If somebody says, "Hey, you're chosen," and Ryan answers back and says, "You're very smart." When am I supposed to hold Upchurch at his fucking word? Is he chosen or not? He posts stuff on Instagram saying he came down here to work for Jesus. He comes from past the stars. He sings a song about being a chosen one. He talks about being a light worker. Dude, this is on him, not me. I asked. I asked his fucking friends who could have just fucking texted him like Kurt. It's a real simple fucking thing. I can stop this anytime. I don't need to talk to him. If he isn't, you can let me know. I don't need to talk to him. I don't need myself dagburned on the fucking internet. I don't wanna look like a fool because I think that I am, but I know that I'm making you guys look like the fool all at the same time. That's why it's so hard to do. It's like, fuck, I gotta go out there and look foolish and know that in the end, Drew, it's you. Like, what part of this all I ever asked for was you guys to talk, and I would give you my reasons as to why I thought that way. But you didn't wanna do it. It was a really simple thing, man. Hey, help a brother out, but we don't do that these days. Instead, I'd say something like that, and you guys are like, "You're clout chasing," or you're in love with Ryan. No, I'm I'm in love with Christ. So therefore, I try and do everything I can, the best way I can, and I try and explain myself, but nobody really fucking listens. Hey, Drew, how would you feel if it ran through your head 24 hours a day, you were here to help the world? How would you fucking go about it, Drew? Think about it. Like, this is real to me, bud. This isn't a fantasy. This isn't made up. I'm not out here looking for cash. Like, my intentions are good, but you guys want to paint me as some sort of fucking psychopath. It's the same shit over and over, bro. Yeah, it is, Drew. That means you're super stupid not to catch on. Show me where I'm wrong. Tell me what I say that's wrong. Why shouldn't I have thought Upchurch was the chosen one? He was telling me he was. Show me where I'm wrong. You can't because you're fucking stupid. Like, this is clear stupidity on your end. What part of that doesn't make sense to you? Plus, there's a whole lot of other shit that made me think he was chosen. You know what I mean? One of the worst things I think you can do to a human is fucking dominate them. And he had 2 women I thought were lying about him doing stuff to them. So I know me being a chosen one, thinking I was thinking that I was getting myself caught up in a whole bunch of people's lies, and I wasn't allowed to defend myself, but it still keeps going on, you know what I mean? Uncle Will still refuses to talk. Any of yous refuse to have a civilized conversation, and then somehow you want me to think that I'm the crazy one, and you got leg day out here, and he's trying to pick up people's lives on the internet or saying that he is. But then when you call him on it, "Hey, make a video, let her know what she's in for." I'll play it. Hey, I'll do a live reaction with the 2 of us watching Leg Day perform. Oh, why can't I move past this situation? Hey, true. I don't know if you're smart enough to catch on to this, but I'm doing these videos because I have to. You came to me, Drew. Drew. I'm trying to change the situation, bud. I can't just fucking leave it. I gotta keep addressing it, and I don't know what else to do, Drew. What do you want me to do? Go start another YouTube somewhere? Like, "Hey, bud, this is my YouTube." You know what I mean? I'm just trying to express myself, and I like to be right. Now, I know I'm not always right, so that's where I say, "Hey, Drewski, let me know where I say anything wrong, because sometimes you don't know the whole story, Drew, and sometimes we make shit up in our heads based on a circumstance, and we don't really know. Sometimes we're too scared to ask, so we just assume shit. A Canadian boy can survive. Well, at least I'm proud to be a Canadian. It's better than that inside circles, American. Inside corners, American. He's not very loyal to himself, let alone his fellow countrymen, because if you can't tell me where I'm saying shit's wrong, I don't know. That makes you the idiot inside corners. I don't know. Want to talk some music? We were talking about old Rai Rai there, 'cause how crazy it was that I thought he was chosen. And hey, if you thought you were chosen and you didn't want to be the only one, you were like, fuck, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be the master and commander of fucking chosen ones. You know what I mean? I wanted to find others that would work with me. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't get it. But what do you think, inside corners? Now that I put it simply like that, was I really wrong for thinking it? If old Rai Rai was saying it, like, if he's going around saying he's working for Jesus, I can find the post on Instagram if you want. If you want proof positive. I don't know, it might take a bit of a search to find that old video where he says where that guy asks him if he's chosen, and he says, "Yeah, you're very smart." Like, "Hey, bud, is up church a liar?" That is the question. It ain't on me. I only asked the question, and everybody wanted to come after me. "Hey, bud, I just wanted to know if he was a liar or not." That's all. Hey, I just thought, hey, if you are a chosen one, hey, maybe you can listen to me, bud. Maybe we can use those 3,000,000 people to fucking make a change in the world that's on that you have following you. You know what I mean? Let's ask them to all search the truth for themselves. You know what I mean? Let's not tell everybody who follows Kamala, and let's not tell everybody who follows whoever that if you're gonna follow them, you can't follow us. No, go find your own fucking truth. Figure it out for yourselves. Let's let the truth be the truth for once. Let's not just think it. Let's know it. Embrace it. But you gotta be right into Jesus, though. You know what I mean? But who knows? I don't maybe you don't, like I said. The natives, I think, were some of the most spiritual people, so, I don't think they skipped out on stuff. I think they were big into the truth as well, you know what I mean? Be an honorable man if you're a man, be a good woman if you're a woman, and but hey, when you hear about back in the day, the women were just important as the men, you know what I mean? How did society get to a point where men thought they were better than women, and now all of a sudden, when all well, I'm not saying all, but a lot of women think men are just shit, and they think they're better than men. It's this whole switcheroo. I don't know. Do you think it's the system that created that? So we never knew that we were equal the whole time, and we should treat each other the same way we would treat ourselves if we were that person. You know what I mean? Don't the little demon that's running this sideshow, he's pretty fucking smart, eh? Got us all against each other. The whites against the blacks and the reds against like, they give us all a reason to hate each other regardless, right? Does anybody beat you? Well, you've been hearing good things about microdosing ABTU. Well, that's good. I haven't done mushrooms in a very long time. And you're trying to tell me that there's something wrong with my brain with me thinking that I could be a change in the world. And you want me to think that you're the better person. Hey, you're gonna have to you have to come with some facts there, BDU. Where do I got maybe I do have mushroom brain. Maybe that's what worked for me. Maybe that's what kicked in the old fucking spiritual awakening for me. Have to go check those timelines out, eh? It's like 40-something-year-old man, he just snaps and goes crazy one day, just Hey, BDU, what do you think? Are you a hell believer? Do you think being stupid and ignorant at any time you could just say, "Hey, Carl, I'm actually interested in some of your thoughts, 'cause I can't tear them apart," or please do tear them apart. What do I say that's wrong? Or are you gonna be just like Uncle Will and say, "You you have no solutions." Well, yes, I do mean that. The Canadian jay is your national bird. Loyal, friendly, and don't migrate. Stay in your lane, Carl. Inside corners, you work for the devil, my friend. I'm in my lane. God gave me dominions over this earth. Just as he did you inside corners, but you don't get that because what, do you hate me because I'm a Canadian too? Huh? Is that what makes you sleep better at night? Well, at least I'm an American. I can't tell him where he's wrong, but I'm inside corners. I'm so smart. I go read me a book. Well, let this information start sinking into your head. You know what I mean? You read some good stuff inside corners. You're just not taking it in. You're just spewing it without putting any action behind it. Stay in your lane, boy. Hey, you guys want to take a break for a minute? Let's talk about. Okay, inside corners. I don't know if you paid attention to the Jacob situation that I put on the TikToker, right? I talked about it. It kind of makes me sick to do it. You know what I mean? This kid's 14 years old, man, and he's using God, and like prophets, they go through shit. I think this is just what I think. And when you listen to the story, it doesn't make sense. So Jacob lives with his grandmother and his mother and his uncle that has problems and can't get around or something. And I think he has 2 siblings or something. And, well, he's going through treacherous times because his grandmother picks on them. Well, his mom doesn't work, and they have no money for food, and they're wondering why the grandmother's so nasty. I mean, if you're not willing to pitch in, you know what I mean? Like, so he did a GoFundMe, and in 4 hours, 7 grand. And you go back and watch that video, she's a feel-good movie. But this kinda disturbs me that that 14-year-old child, but I want you to see this because this was really interesting. Watch the body language, look in his eyes, pay close attention, okay, inside corners, and listen, really listen, because this is who humanity is. It's so nice and it's so beautiful.
So I think I remember telling you all that this GoFundMe is going to make many of my family members that have put me down come after me. I've gotten over 15 family members saying that I am a bastard, that I will never be successful in life, that I'm a liar, and that I'm going to hell for everything that I have done. I responded back.
Now, I gotta ask you guys, why would his family members be coming after him? They don't have to be ingrates anymore. They can help the grandmother out with some rent and some groceries and stuff like that. Why like, I understand people get jealous and stuff like that, but you think at least the grandmother would at least be protecting them now, you know what I mean? And wouldn't let the other family members come around if they were 'cause now they're contributing. She has really nothing to be angry about, you know what I mean? She can eat too.
I believe in my anger because I was so upset. But I asked God for repentance. I asked God to forgive me because I allowed my emotions to take control of me, and I should have done it. But keep praying for me. We are at $18,000, guys. Me and my mom are looking for trailers to move into. So I am so excited, guys. I have never had my own room. No, like at all. I share a room with my mother, my sister, and my brother. And then we have like a small kitchen and a small bathroom down here. So we're basically living in a one bedroom. Guys probably hear them in the background. So thank you all who donated, who prayed, who did the best that they could do for me. This is just the beginning. Thank you. So I think I remember
I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? You think he's a prophet and that using children on the internet because you don't wanna put the work in? Or whatever the deal is, I just don't understand it. It is a beautiful grift, and loving, caring people fall for it. That's the problem in the world. People are too nice. I don't know inside corners, that's the thing, you don't really know anymore. You just take these people's word for it, and if you really pay attention, wouldn't it be better to have a world where we could contribute and we could get things back, and we didn't have to worry about all this bullshit about how to scheme and how to get money, and we should just fucking be good with one another. Like, can you imagine saying you're a prophet of God and you are doing this shit? What do people think when they think that they're talking about God? Like, here's the thing, inside corners. And it is so evil. Like, I don't like to judge, but I you've gotta you've gotta face the evil. We've gotta start facing the evil because it outnumbers the good, I'm telling you. I can't even find any good out there. That's what's really weird, like, really, really good. I mean, I see good. There's Kenneth Copeland. How could you be that stupid? The fucking Bible is right there in your hands all the time, and you know it says to be like Christ. Be in Christ. But he's sitting there drinking other people's blood, and people are sending this guy money. It's the most insane thing in the world. It's, like, completely insane, and it's within all religions. Like, I really do think that you guys please let me know where I'm wrong here, because I don't try to hold any favoritism. I just want the truth for what it is, and just because 'cause you're a believer in Christ and I think you move in Christ, I still will try and figure out where I think using common sense. But if you guys watch that Rabbi Shmuley, Candace Owens video, I don't know how someone could call themselves a rabbi and think they're doing good that acts like that. Like, you should see it. He tries to use Jesus against Candace Owens, basically saying, "Hey, Your guy would tell you to turn the other cheek right now, but you won't. That's the thing, I don't think that's what Jesus was preaching. No, I don't have to get physical. You can hit me, I'll turn the other cheek, and I'll give you the other one. Whatever you do to me is gonna cause you way more pain in the future. It ain't on me. That's how you feel if you have Christ. You wanna use your brain, and you wanna have conversations, and you wanna figure shit out to fix the problems. But somehow that's psychopathic thinking as far as Uncle Will is concerned. Why would I think that I would know God's definition? I just try and use common sense. What is good and what is evil there? Hey, we can write it down there, shit turd. It's like corners. If you're not willing to protect the children and there's a problem coming and you admit it, or show me where I'm wrong. Gee, where do you think that's in God's good pile or bad pile? Huh? Which pile are you going into? What's good and what's bad? Doing the right things or ignoring? And you feeling good with all sainty there. All sainting. Oh, cuddle me, buddy, cuddle me. Because when you gotta take on the truth, she feels uncomfortable at first inside corners. He or she will make you feel sick to your stomach. I'll twist you all up in knots, have you thinking in a whole different kind of way, you know what I mean? Here's the thing though, when she gets in your brain, it will turn you a little insane, bud, because it's gotta do some rewiring, you know what I mean? Because right now, you've been MK altered, bud. So we gotta do some rewiring. So you can have like an open brain. You gotta think as a child, a man child. You know what I mean? And you gotta think anything's possible. And what you wanna do is you wanna talk to people to kind of rein your real reality in. But here's the problem. If no one's there to help and all they're doing is pointing fingers, calling you crazy and stuff, that will fuck you up. Let me tell you, you'll go for a ride, a real good ride. And if you add a lot of marijuana to it, oh, she'll get exciting. You know what I mean? But hey, inside corners, you can't help fix crazy people if you've never been crazy yourself. All the greatest have went crazy. Prove me wrong, inside corners. The only thing is, I brought the proof. It's all recorded for future generations to pay attention to. You know what I mean? My story, inside corners, sometimes I think it's not even for me. I think it's for you, so that you know that you can have a story of your own forever and ever. You know what I mean? But what about that almond stuff? Amen. Do you think that is a reference to Amen Ra? Do you think there is trickery in the Bible? So we like worship some shitheads. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying. Like these are just questions that I have. I don't have the answers. But like I use the name Jesus because like I said, I don't care. I'll use every it's the character that I love. You know what I mean? I'll use all the devil's tools against him. I'll call him Jesus if that's what he wants. I think that that was to try and Jesus, Jesus. But that's just what I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Huh? Inside corners. Do you think it's possibility that God sends prophets after the Bible? We just missed out on them. No. I'm telling you, I think well, he was. I think I can prove it. I think I can prove it. Carl Jung, Carl Jung was a prophet. He told us there'd be days like these because humanity wouldn't be able or willing to face its own darkness. So, therefore, it would become in psychosis. And while here we are, we're grown men who know about the shit coming for their children, just want to clean up on the inside of their house. If they started cleaning up the inside of their proper house, they know how to fix the outside of the house. But nobody wants to face who they are. Hey, inside corners, in this 35 minutes, what have I talked about that is ridiculous or I'm out of my mind on? Really? Carl 16 said, "Thou shalt always protect them kids." Well, shouldn't it be a rule? Do we have to have that written for us to know? Like, that should be common sense. It's yeah, inside corners. Buddy, you hurt me. Like, I want the best for you. I really do. I just Dagburn's got you by the brain, bud. It just, like, what do you think? In all honesty, he 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 would have destroyed Upchurch's career to make his, right? You do know that. And he looks really ridiculous right now on there trying to be an Upchurch cheerleader again. It's not coming to the conclusion that he's the problem. Like, inside corners, but I feel for your buddy Dagburn in the Great Awakening because he is in a deep sleep of victimhood. Like, dude, I am scared for him. Can you imagine if he lied about his father? Because that story did change quite a few times. Can you imagine going to God and saying, "Hey, I went on the internet, said this shit, and it really wasn't real." But then again, maybe it is real. But he couldn't trap his dad on on, on the audio, you know what I mean? But that shit goes on inside corners. We should try and stop it. Let everybody know that they can be big and strong and stand up for themselves. And the way through God is to get out of your victimhood. Know your own power. Figure out what the truth is. And if someone's trying to hide your truth or the actual truth, then stand up for yourself. We should be able to. There should be a town fucking square. Like back in the day, you got any fucking disputes, settle it in the town square. But then we'd have to face ourselves, you know what I mean? Hey, Carl, we don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Hey, Carl, leave them kids alone. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to Uncle Will. Excuse me. Bill Gates used to own a lot of stock of that drink you got. Probably named children's tears. I don't know. I don't know what's real anymore inside corners. I do think that the children are in trouble, and you think that's a joke. You want me to get mad at you, I think. You and Hillbilly just want me to you can't. You can get me, so I, like, say, "Hey, you guys are fucking stupid because you are," but you can't get me to stop loving yous. 'Cause the more stupid I think you are, the more I think you need my love. But I'm not here to fucking give you a handout, bud. I wanna try and give you a hand up. You boys, I wanna try and give you a hand up. But you gotta try and you gotta reach for it though, you know what I mean? Not reach for me, but reach for the truth. Not only who you are, but the reality of which you actually do live in. I know it's hard. I know because I walk outside sometimes and I'm like, everything just seems normal, but hey, calm. Justin Trudeau got penetrated by Klaus Schwab. Wake the fuck up. Hey, macaroni heads, wife is probably a man, and they're trying to fucking deny it. And they just won't prove it. It's society thinks it's okay for them to deny it and not bring the proof. Like, this is the times we live in. It's you guys are lovers of Satan. Lovers in a dangerous time. Lovers. Oh, Satan feels so good though, doesn't he? He- Yeah, Satan. Oh, I'm better than that person. Oh yeah, I'm better than that whole group over there, Satan. Oh yeah. Oh, oh yes, Satan. Oh, that idiot there that's pointing out a problem. It's not really a problem. Well, it is a problem, but it'll solve itself out because that was makes me feel good, Satan. Satan. Satan, I love you, Satan. Is that what you guys do? Do you have a little shrine inside corners? Do you know you serve a Satan? Do you know you're on the devil's dick right now? Hillbilly, you know you're a psychopath. You love the devil's dick. You can't get enough of that, eh? You love the devil. No, maybe not. You don't even believe in God, right? So maybe there's no devil, kid. Now, if the devil was, hey, bud, he's living in your head. And when you leave this earth, the next place, the rent ain't free. You would have had to have paid a price. And getting into the truth might be that price. Don't think so. A sauce brand, eh? Inside corners. Like, is it gonna be worth it in the end for you? Is it? I suggest you start feeling uncomfortable shortly. It's what's gonna be best for you inside corners. Like, take a fucking spoonful of humble pie and just admit to yourself you're an idiot. That'll be the first step. And ask God for the truth. God, I want you in my life. I just want the truth. What is the truth? Is Carl the issue or am I? 'Cause I think you find out that you're the issue. But the good part about finding out you're the issue means you can fix the issue. You gotta fix yourself to fix the issue. And at the end, when we're in heaven, inside corners, you and me, buddy, we can stand side by side, give each other a high five, and say, job well done. Hey? So many inside corners. Is this a program? That is the best question you've ever had. That's a good question. I sometimes ask myself that. Like, am I just in another world? Am I in a simulation where I'm trying to better myself? This is this is school. You know what I mean? A simulated school. Am I in another world? Because this one's fucking stupid and I'm ready to graduate, I think. But anyways, inside corners. It could be a program. It could be. Like, am I actually making decisions or is it just some part of my outside? I don't know, bud. What do you think? We can have this discussion, but I really would like to talk about this. If it is a simulation, that would make sense. You know what I mean? An end of times and a new beginning. You know what I mean? That's the right thing. Hey, bud, what do you think? And we're gonna get the real thing, but you gotta be. And that guy that did the Torahite thing, he thinks Jesus is Israel. So you have to be in what is Israel. So Jesus said he was the truth. So you have to be in the truth to get the real thing. Because the simulation went and it created the characters to build a brand new world for all time. What do you think? Is that good? Inside corners, do you think that's a possibility? And you're in here playing the game like a fool. Like a damn fool. So like this was supposed to be about Uncle Will. And you come in here and make it about you inside corners. If it's sin, is there really free will? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think so. I think that I have the option of choice. Is it a delusion? Like, I don't think it's that hard to comprehend how, but then again, maybe you are a program. Let me know why you can't let me know what I say is wrong. Uh, let me know. Are you programmed to just not admit that you're an idiot? You don't believe in my concept of God. You don't think that the truth and that protecting the children and doing that kind of stuff. You can have your concept of God. Why do you keep coming over for my concept? Why do you want your concept on me? I don't like yours, bud. I want the children to have a future. You know what I mean? I want this child trafficking, this fentanyl, this whole fucking twisted up fucking world. I want it changed. You know what I mean? But hey, maybe maybe my God or your God has a plan. You know, maybe something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't know. Mm, that would suck for you if my God was real. In that, well, in fact, I was one of his sons, and that made me a part of Israel. And well, that make it even harder for you. Well, maybe easier for you to get with what is real, eh? Hey, Bucko Juice, good old scare to the heart. Turn that little psychopathic heart right around for the fear of death. The fear of death. The fear of knowing that the smudge leaves or whatever. You know, that's only if my God exists. Maybe yours does. You know what I mean? What does he do to people like me that want to help the children? What does your God want to do to people like me, hillbilly? But anyways, Mr. Vision just went live, and you're boring, and so I'm leaving. I know, I know I'm boring, hillbilly. I see the same shit over and over again. Looking for friends. Who wants to join this crusade? No, that doesn't mean you follow me. That means we work together. Hey, Hillbilly, are you still friends with Rich Newbuck? Can we talk about fake people here for a second? Rich Newbuck does not exist. Wasn't he part of a rock and roll band or something? Some famous guy worked for him and went on tour and played the guitar or something. Like, wasn't that his spiel at first? Maybe it is true. I don't know. Maybe he just hit rough times since then or something. But wasn't he the one that brought that motorcycle guy in? The guy that said he owned all these motorcycle shops and all this other stuff, and Rich vouched for him. No, this guy's legit, guys. Really, he is. That turned out to be, well, just a lie. No one questioned Rich on it because Rich could just point the finger, going, "Oh, he's terrible." Well, whatever. It's not me. I didn't lie. Anyways, you guys are weird and you guys like to hang out with some weird people. Would you guys like to take the last 10 minutes of this live and maybe change it up a bit? You guys want to talk about the devil in the music industry? Huh? Now, I don't know if this stuff's true. I'm only taking stories, so if I'm wrong, please let me know. But have you guys, I've done this before, but maybe there'll be some watchers that haven't heard it. Warren. Do you guys know who Warren is? Mr. Cherry Pie. Wow. He was married to this woman called Bobby Brown. She was actually in the video Cherry Pie. And rumors have it that in the music industry, some executives and some band members or something raped Janie Lane. These were males. But if he ever told, no one would believe her. Fucking, they would just destroy him. So can you imagine walking around as a man and your dreams are fucking coming true as fucking rock star and you know what had to happen to you in order for that to happen. Can you imagine? And you have to keep quiet or you think you're gonna destroy your career or people think less than you because you let that happen to you. And meanwhile, what happened to you would have happened to any other man, regardless of how big they are. Because I think it was like seven of them. I don't know. It's a few men. I can't remember the number. I shouldn't really say. Now, now I did have three people when I started talking about this, and now they're gone. But anyways, can you imagine that? And one of the other ideas, Uncle Will, if you ever watch this, I might have to do another video. I wanted to go over this shit with you that you said in the video. And fuck. But one of the other ideas is I thought we could all come together and tweet Justin Bieber and ask him for his real story. Maybe we could rid the streets of fucking Diddy. You know what I mean? Maybe they would work on it if there was like a super high profile person that came out and fucking, but then again, maybe nothing happened, but then that would put Usher in the hot seat too. You know what I mean? You got to tell the full story. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Can you imagine being that kid? Have you seen those videos of when he was with Diddy? How young he was. Holy man. What a fucking price to pay to fucking live your dreams at. You're fucking talented. And, oh, that kid even have a shot. Like, holy fuck. Hey, really? And then you look at his preachers and stuff like that, and you're like, or his mentors for Jesus, and you're like, oh man, I don't know about that Carl Lentz guy. You know what I mean? Like, you had to have known, like, before he got caught cheating. Like, He liked to make sure he just looked so good, just right. You know what I mean? He wanted to be the sexy pastor and seriously though, take a thing. Just I'm not saying it did happen, but it's the Diddy thing did happen with Justin Bieber, with that kid. All mind controlled and mind fucked. They had to get him into shit like that. Because there's some other videos out there with Justin Bieber with other people that just don't looks like it could be something, but it might be nothing, you know what I mean? But we never know unless we ask, and we're afraid to ask these days. Okay. He says, "If I'm wrong, please let me know." The moment you tell him he's wrong, he insults you and degrades you and not believing his BS. No, I say, give me reasons. No, if I'm wrong, give me reasons why I'm wrong. Let me know I'm wrong, but you gotta give me reasons. You just can't tell me, hillbilly, because I think you're really stupid, so I really need some proof from you. What is it like I say, what is it exactly that I say that gets you so off kilter? Hey, bud, there's God. You're gonna have to deal with it. And yeah, I think you have to go through the truth. I think religion it should be a thing of the past. You know what I mean? We should all come together and figure out what is true. But you don't wanna do that, hillbilly, because you like living in this swine, because 'cause you're a psychopath and there's easy prey out there for you. You wouldn't want them to listen to me and maybe I could convince them to get their own power. Now give it to me, hillbilly. I don't want their follows. I don't want their worship. I'm not your savior. Hillbilly, you're the only one that can save you, brother. I'm here to help. But you wanna be helpless because you like being a victim, because that's what you are, hillbilly. You're not really a psychopath. Someone's programmed you to be a psychopath, and if they were able to program you to be a psychopath, I think I have the power to help you to unpsychopath you. You know what I mean? But see, when you have the power of the truth, and that's all you want, you'll rise like a true God in the kingdom of God. You know what I mean, hillbilly? Don't go thinking you're God. You're a God, bud. Jesus told you that. Have I not told you we were all gods? Huh? Hey, did he not say that? It's whether you choose to be or not, bud. But gods are divine. They don't wanna hurt other gods or other people. You know what I mean? They just want what's best for everybody. That's what a true loving God would want. So, why do you say stuff like this and then you won't tell me what I'm saying is wrong? Oh, Billy. You're confusing. I try to answer everything you give me, and like, you guys are crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what I mean? You guys are really sick and twisted in the head. Quite it's psychosis or something. I just like this but then I always have to tell myself, "There's so much against them, Carl. There's so much against them." There's the fluoride. You don't really understand hardball that well. Like, they've got them on they've got you on bad frequencies and everything, like, everything is working against you. The system is against you. How can I help you, hillbilly? Inspire you to get your brain back? Because it's not you operating it. You know what I mean? The real you isn't evil, bud. It's just the bad spirits in you, bud. We can get them out. You just gotta wanna try. Don't you wanna spend eternity with me, hillbilly? Like, that's what I'm going for, bud. Like, hey, I can't say whether or not I get it, you know what I mean? But I gotta put my best foot forward, so if it does happen, it goes my way, you know what I mean? You wanna be standing next to me, hillbilly, or do you wanna face the consequences? And again, maybe we're both evil, but that's why I ask you to show me. I don't wanna be evil, I don't wanna be that's why I say, tell me what I say is I try and avoid hell, hillbilly, but what happens if we both go to hell and I'm gonna haunt you for all the time? I still think we should have followed the truth, hillbilly. I missed something along the way, but I think truth should be the way, hillbilly. Like, hillbilly, how could I have been so wrong about wanting to help the children and change the future and try and inspire people to know that they have the power that they they can say no to this little dork called Bill Gates. Like, let's start asking Bill Gates some questions because I think he's questionable. But you do your own research and let me know where I shouldn't want to question Bill Gates. You know what I mean? But I think he's like Jacob there. I think he likes to try to warm the cockles of humanity's heart by saying, "Hey, look at all this good stuff I'm doing for you." But hey, what I don't tell you is I'm making all my money on the cures. And what you think are the cures are. But I don't even have to tell you what's in the stuff that I'm giving you. You just gotta eat it. Right. Hey, hellbelly, what do you think? Should you think we should really question this whole cow farts thing before we give up our cattle and our beef? Do you think we should fight the powers that be, especially when the powers that be were drunken John Kerry running around on a private jet, thinking, "Hey, these people are really stupid. They'll never come to the conclusion that I'm a complete hypocrite and should probably be in fucking jail for my stupidity and my ability to rob and make myself rich off of being a douchebag to the American people. My interests are what I was looking for. Me, John Kerry. And maybe he's like Kenneth Copeland and he can't be flying in those planes with all those demons that he's supposed to be working for. Please, whoever out there has ever sent Kenneth Copeland money, please, you need to get your head straight. Please. That is not I will debate Kenneth Copeland anytime. And I don't even know the Bible, so he should be able to rip me a new one, but I don't think he can. But hey, I give her a shot. Like, I am kinda shy. You guys do know that. I was a really shy guy before. I was always really nice, did all nice things, and I'd walk out of my comfort zone in a fucking football stadium and fucking debate anybody if I thought it would help the world. See, I'm willing to face my fears. Because Christ gives me the power, because I think I have the truth. When I stand up and I say I think I'm a chosen one of God, it's because I fucking believe it. I believe I have a story that tells me that I have Christ. And I think I act like I have Christ because if you have Christ, you try and do the right fucking things. But in this twisted up motherfucking world that I'm living in, it doesn't understand that. It doesn't know good. World's a lot of talk, no heart. I ask you guys the same questions over and over again. Hey, Uncle Will, where's the harm in a conversation? You want to run your lips off all the time about me? It don't have to be on the internet. You tell me where I'm a moron for thinking Upchurch was chosen when I thought I was. Who am I to think that I'm special and I'm the only fucking one? Hey, on top of it, it's a pretty scary thing. You fucking wanna fucking find somebody who you think is going through the same thing. That's why I think all these fucking stupid channels are a fucking detriment to people's fucking brains who are telling them to run away and hide from the fucking evil. That's just staying a fucking victim, and they're telling you not to be a fucking victim, and best foot forward, be strong, we're gonna ascend, we never have to do anything, we never have to face the problems that we have created. But the best part is you can always take a creation and recreate it. Fuck, it's I am so lost in this world. Like, holy fuck. Like, I seriously, my heart breaks. I'm watching leg days people. I'm like, there's no way these people are this fucking stupid, but dumb comment after dumb comment after dumb comment. Don't know nothing, taking the words of little leg day. Same thing with Uncle Will. Fuck, take a look through the comments. Just fucking trashing me. I have no idea. No idea. Listen, you can pick a man. But what happens if you pick the wrong man? You pick a man because you like him? What happens if the other man has the fucking truth? You people don't fucking care. Because you'd rather not lose that friend than stand there and say the right fucking things. That's how pathetic this world is. It doesn't want the truth. It doesn't want to be around good things. In fact, it'll tell the good things and try and convince it that it's fucking bad. That's just sick and twisted. Like, please, anybody in my comments, let me know anywhere, anything that I say that does not make sense or that you believe is a complete lie. Please let me know with the limited amount of information that I gave about the whole Upchurch thing, why I shouldn't have thought that if I thought that of myself. And there's so many other reasons why, but I'm not going to take a fucking hour and go over it. I thought he was an empathetic person based on some videos that I watched too. Fuck, like, and I'm supposed to feel like the fucking retard here. I'm sorry, I'm not. That means your boy Upchurch is a fucking piece of garbage. He's the one saying it. I bit on what he was saying. Hmm, hmm. What part of that do you guys not understand? Upchurch is not who he says he is. Like, holy fuck. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying any of this shit that I thought before. I know his dad's fucking just like, it's pretty bad when you say that you go to your son's first concert and that you were so proud of him because, well, everybody there loved him. They fucking absolutely loved Ronnie Upchurch. That's what he talks about. I love the fact that you got my son. I was so proud of him when he was up on stage making such a positive fucking change in all these people's lives. Look at all these people my son has brought together. But instead, Ronnie wants to talk about how everybody flocked to him. and what a good time it was, and he was so proud of his son that he had to have a good time because all these people just loved him. That's pretty fucking pathetic. And I believe when Upchurch says that his dad, he never fucking said he loved him or whatever, or never fucking said he was proud of him until he could use him as a little show toy. Like, what kinda like, I believe a lot of Upchurch's story. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out that Patty is one of the most narcissistic people out there. And it will be proof positive that some of the most nastiest narcissistic people can look very, 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 very nice at times. Like, holy fuck. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go unless there's something somebody wants to talk about or let me know or I'm a liar or I'm the problem or anybody wanna crack a joke when I say I'm chosen from God. I'm not your chosen one. I'm not your savior. I'm not anything. Don't follow me. If you do, if there's a hell, you'll probably go. It's the truth. That's for we all gotta figure it out for ourselves. But the truth is dictated to us these days. We're censored. We're not allowed to ask questions. When should a question be illegal? Like, this is ridiculous. Unfucking believable. Like, I live in a world where it makes no sense. Like, the simplest things don't make sense to me. Like, we as humanity, the minute science won't debate is the day we should just fucking know we're living in a lie. 'Cause science should be backed by truth. You know what I mean? And you don't fear nothing. Like Peter Hotez and Fauci and all these losers, you guys wanna hate me. These I don't even want you to hate them. I just want you to acknowledge them. Say, "Hey, guys, what you fucking did ain't good. We'd like to know if you did try to hurt us, because 'cause we're tired of not getting answers. We're fucking tired of Fauci's smug face, thinking he's better than holy fuck." I gotta go because 'cause I'm feeling sick to my stomach, just knowing the amount of bullshit that we allow to go on, and somehow you guys want to convince me that I'm the fucking problem in the world, and I think you guys are gonna find out that you're the problem in the world and that, well, you should watch who you fuck with. And I'm not saying because it's me, but I'm saying that I work for God, and you never know who's working for God, and you never know what someone's going through, and always take the time to fucking have that conversation, but anyways, we roll different on the YouTube streets. I thought trolls were there to get content. Wouldn't you guys love it if old Squizzy came up on? But then again, Uncle Will would love that. Nothing better than to get Dagburn on panel where he could just rip him. Or old Squizzy up there. But when he knows that he's going to have to face questions of his own, and he wants to tell me that I'm not intelligent when he knows that he's not intelligent enough to answer my questions. Uh, uh, uh. If I see you, Uncle Will, God sees you. Hope you get well, bud.